Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome to the Fans Voice. We got James and I'm Patrick. So let's start off with some big news that happened this week. We got Miami Dolphins releasing Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill. I'm honestly kind of surprised with it. I really like
I'm
when I
not
saw that
on
news.
the
That I
on
was
the
just
Hill aspect. I'm not because I feel yeah, it's their wide receiver one, but I think they've been getting kind of tired of him. Obviously, he got hurt, so like nothing you could do about that. But I just think they're done with him. I think they're like whatever. Like his attitude,
yeah.
the speeding charges, beating his girlfriend, caring more about video games than his job, his actual game. I think they're just tired of him. He's not responsible. He's not mature.
Well, a lot of off-field problems with him. The reason why I'm more surprised with it is there's two reasons for it. Contract situation, it's not cheap. And then the other problem is because they're getting because they're going to
Yeah, I'm listening. Just
more than
because
likely moving on from Tua Tagovailoa. Now they're going to now they got, granted, at least Quinn Ewers, if they stick with Quinn Ewers, he's already used to not having him, but having an extra weapon in there definitely does help unless they plan on picking somebody up in draft and free
Patul
agency.
hire, the goddamn
It's just
Patul
it's
hire.
that dead money. It's that dead money. They're going to be having over $100 million in dead money coming into this season between Tua, Chubb, and Tyreek. I mean, yeah, they're saving 7 million. They're like saving $7 million by cutting Chubb. Don't know how much they're saving with Tyreek, but
I imagine
um,
it's
let's
a
see
big
what
chunk of
ha.
change. I imagine it's a big chunk of
Yeah,
change.
I know. Tua's is a big chunk. Tua's there's probably like half of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you see Tua going next?
Hmm. I think. Well, I think in terms of like risk versus reward, I see him going to like I'd say Atlanta. I could see him going to Atlanta. I think I
You
don't know
think
if they're gonna.
Atlanta?
Did they say it? Did they say it? They're gonna extend Kirk Cousins yet for another year?
No,
Did
he's
they confirm
released.
that?
He's released. They
Is
released him.
released too? Okay,
Yeah,
I see him going there.
yeah.
I or maybe
I've got
I don't think anyone
I
else
got a
is
couple
really.
options I can see.
Maybe the Titans.
I got a couple options. No, they're not going to. They got Cam Ward. Remember, he was a rookie. He was the first overall
Yeah,
pick
but like
last
he
season,
could
last year.
he could be a good like a decent QB.
Mm, I think
At
if
least have him on
somebody's
the
going to get
roster.
him, they're going to get him just for a season. I mean, like he's getting a lot of guaranteed money, so I could see him going for like a vet minimum deal.
Mhm.
And I can see the Jets going for him because they need a QB. They don't have anybody. Tyrod Taylor bust, whoever their third quarter, not bust, but didn't work out. Justin Fields didn't work out. Like
Which
they
is
have
crazy
no
because
quarterback on
Justin
their
Fields was
roster.
amazing for the Jets. I think Justin Fields was amazing for the
Well,
Jets.
no, not amazing. He was good though. He was good week one,
Obviously,
and then he had some.
yeah, we saw how the season went, but I think he played
It's the
pretty good considering he was on the Jets. You know,
not horrible. Like
he's gonna
it's
keep doing
really
his
bad
Justin
time. I
Fields.
don't
He's
know.
gonna keep doing his scrambling thing. He's a
I
good scrambler.
I think Justin needs to find somewhere that can unlock the potential that he has.
Someone
Because
that's gonna
coming out of
actually take care of
college,
him and not throw him to the wolves.
he still needed like another season in college, essentially,
Yeah,
because he was still kind of raw coming out, but he has a lot of talent and that athletic upside. But yeah, I can see Tua going to the Jets. I can see the Browns being weird and going for him. Um, but that to me is kind of a long shot. Think Pittsburgh would be a last, but like, okay, we don't got anybody, we don't know what else to do.
just for
To
depth. I
to
think
as a
I could
guy,
see the Steelers getting him. Yeah,
yeah.
just for depth.
And then another option could be a long shot, and I don't think it would be a horrible one. I can see if the Raiders decide they want to trade back and fill in that horrible roster that they got, them going and signing Tua for a 1 year deal and then looking next year to get a quarterback.
Yeah, a little leverage. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know how much
I
leverage you can get out of him
personally
though.
I like that option better. I like that for the Raiders better because they don't have much of a roster, and that first overall pick you can get a lot for it.
Mhm.
But I could see Jets being a big one just
What
because
about
they
Chubb?
really need somebody, and it's not a big QB market this year at all.
No. What about Chubb?
Next one, yeah, Chubb. I think there's a couple of options. I can see Raiders. I can see the Bills. The Bills really need somebody, and that falls right in line with what they like to do: get a edge rusher that's at the end of their prime or past their prime, and get him in there.
Just a
Chubb's
vet.
going to be able to get you 8 to 11 sacks. Something
Mhm.
serviceable.
Yeah.
And then I can see Ravens
But yeah,
because
yeah,
edge
Ravens,
is
yeah.
a big need for them. Did I say Eagles? Because if not, I say Eagles too because they need an edge rush, and they already got Jalen Phillips. Let's bring the duo back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they have Jalen Phillips. And I mean that the chemistry might be there for that. They know each other, so
Yeah, I think that could be an option.
yeah. Yeah, that's not an oddball. I agree with maybe an Eagles pickup.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
don't think it's too far off because I think he's still going to be able to produce that 8 to 11 sacks, even though he's a little older. Um, but it
he's still gonna make a difference.
biggest problem is staying on the field.
Yes,
And
yes.
maybe the Eagles can provide a good rotation there with Jalen Phillips, him, and then if they were to draft a guy second, third round that can be put in as a rotational piece, I think that could be good.
I agree.
Keep them fresh, keep them from getting injured so much.
Let's talk about what's been
Now,
actually pressing you.
the
Let's
trouble,
talk about the real topic.
the trouble, no, the trouble guy, Tyreek Hill. Let's talk about the problem child.
Oh yeah, yeah, we can go back to him.
I got 3 teams I could see him going to. It's just a lot of the problems is his off-field antics. That's where it's going to be the biggest thing. And then the second biggest thing is he still going to be asking for big time money?
He's the cheetah, man.
I think he's got
I can see it. I can see he's got a mm-hmm. Say
he's
80
got
mil.
I think that ego, that personality, he's still going to want a shit ton of money. And he's not worth it, especially with that personality. I think he's still got some good skill sets for it. He's just, not as nimble as he was. Let's just go like 5 years ago.
Like
Yeah, on top of that really bad injury. So, like, yeah, when his foot was by his head, essentially.
one leg was going to the east and the other one was going to the west.
Where do you see him going?
So I see
Like,
possibly I think I think Bills might jump on him. Might be kind of a maybe a little bit of a long shot. I can see the Bills jump getting him, kind of like more of like a I feel like it'd
long
be more of like
shot,
a step
yeah.
on Diggs situation for him, you know. I feel like maybe they might shoot for that. And then the Chiefs, the Chiefs really, really could use some help. They have a big salary cap right now
Go
because
back to the familiarity.
they don't have anyone. Yeah, 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 yeah. Send them right back to where you
They
started,
got
man.
Rice, but again, like he's got off-field problems too, Rice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are used to that.
So
They're used to that.
yeah, what I'm thinking, the Chiefs, just because familiarity and they've been a wide receiver hell ever since they've traded him away. They've been trying to replace him ever since they traded him away. So we'll see what happens. Just because problem child,
I I also
they have their problem child, Rasheed Rice, who's already causing problems.
I also can see 49ers. I think 49ers might be an option as well
Maybe.
because they lost a lot of people.
I kind of like.
They
I
just
kind of
lost a
like what
lot
they
of
got
people, man.
going on at wide receiver over there. On defense, I think they need to fill in their defense and their O line, but we can get to that another time. But another option I can see is the Ravens because the Ravens are one of the teams that love to go for wide receivers who are really good. and get them in their 30s. They've done it multiple times, and I can see them doing it again because, I mean, yeah, they got a different head coach now, but the rest of the front office is still the same.
The brain of it is still there, and that's
And
what the brain
they're
goes.
probably sitting there thinking, let's have the fastest offense as possible. Because if you got Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, and Tyreek Hill, that's just speed, speed, and more speed.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a force to be reckoned with.
But then the last option, the last option I see the Chargers
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Mike McDaniel is there and he was the head coach, and he's like, hey, you want to come over here? We need another wide receiver.
and there we got
I
something,
mean, he's
so
got a couple options, at least with people that he already knows, and Mike McDaniel knows how to scheme for Tyreek because Tyreek did pretty good in Miami.
oh, yeah, he did really good. Like you said, just the off-field garbage was the problem.
It's the off-field problems, exactly.
Mhm.
Maybe Jim can reel him in, but because I don't see Jim letting that kind of stuff slide
I
like
was saying the same
McDaniel
thing for
did.
DK, and then saw DK got on the Steelers, and, I mean, he's been
I mean, he's had some moments, but I think he hasn't really like crashed out all too much.
no, I think he just cares
Yeah,
a lot
I think
for the love of the
Tyreek's gonna be
game,
is
for
the
the
most
love of the
interesting
game.
one. But the big topic I want to talk about,
Yes.
that was just so I think the NFL and the fans are overhyping or overestimating first round QBs and QBs in general.
At least recently, there's been a trend. I'd say in the
Yeah.
last 5 to 10 years, there's been a big trend of, like, QB is the offense.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's how they're treating it, and they're expecting them to just jump in and roll with it and be the next Tom Brady, be the next freaking Peyton Manning, be great right away, and not realizing that it takes time to really develop.
because college and everybody knows college and NFL are completely different animals. Everybody knows
Yeah,
that, man.
the college and then NFL, it's a huge step. It's a really big
Yes,
step,
yes,
just like it is going from high school to college. It's such a big step, and then go different division in football too, like different conferences in football. Like it's two completely it's these are different games, different like level of play.
because you see college teams, they can go fucking, 2-12 or whatever, and I know that number's not right. I was just throwing out there, but they can go losing record, but they're like, as long as we beat our division rival, we did not lose, which is insane to me. It's like they only like
AKA
college.
Ohio
It's
State
all about
and
college. It's all about the
Michigan.
game. You go to NFL, it's about the game plus entertainment. You have to be entertaining. You can't like
Yeah.
granted. There's there's going to be a lot of defensive games, obviously, since the dawn of football, really. But I think the NFL is focused a lot on the entertainment aspect. They want to put on good, entertaining games. They want to draw in millions of
It's about the
people.
money.
It's about the money. Exactly.
It's the money. That's all. And sadly, that's kind of how college is leaning on nowadays too. They want the
Yeah,
money.
college players are
Hence the
getting
reason
paid
they give
now.
a
It's
lot of these
bullshit. It's
nil
fucking
deals.
bullshit. You're in school, man.
Like
You got a tuition.
the whole
Your
point of the
tuition's
nil
paid for.
before,
Go ahead.
was to get players to get paid for jerseys, video games, and all that kind of, the merchandise being sold. But now they're using it to bring in these really good high school students, these really good recruits. But
They're already hitting celebrity
I
status
just
freshman
think,
year.
yeah,
They're becoming
I
household
just
names
think
freshman year.
people are putting these unrealistic expectations on these QBs, and when they don't live up to it, they are getting
Used
um
and abused. Left
they're
behind.
being told that they suck. They're being told, no, I don't know about left behind. Eventually, they get forgotten
Yeah.
unless they want to bring up, oh, you remember when this guy was drafted? Yeah, he was a bust. Y'all need to like chill and relax. because sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5 years for a QB to actually really develop. And a lot of the times, especially nowadays, these QBs are getting drafted to these teams that don't have a team ready for a rookie quarterback. They don't have an offensive line, they don't have weapons, or they have such a horrible defense that we're to rely on that rookie quarterback to be
Well,
throwing it 40,
they're like,
50 times a game.
you had the worst record last season, so now you can pick the best player, you know? I think, like, it's, like, fair, but it's not because they're just gonna jump on the number 1, you know? Number 32 is just gonna jump on
Yeah,
number
they're just
1,
gonna
you
like
know? Immediately. They're like, "Oh, he's the best guy,"
I just ain't got a
you know?
I got a QB. Let's get QB. That's a big, it's like, that's, yeah. The Raiders have a very bad roster, and a lot of people are thinking and most people are believing that they're going to go Mendoza. And I understand it. I get it. I just don't think that is
Think
the
it'd be kind of a
best.
waste. Yeah.
It would be. Honestly, it's going to sound weird, but I think the Jets are more ready for a QB than the Jets are more ready for a rookie QB than the Raiders are. The
Yeah.
Jets at least got, they got a decent O-line. They've at least got Garrett Wilson. They don't have a horrible wide receiver 2 and 3. I don't remember who's up there, but that's not horrible. And if they were to re-sign Breece Hall, they got their running back. And Braylon Allen, he's their running back too. He's pretty good too. The only thing that the Jets really need to work on is their defense and quarterback. Those are their
Mhm,
biggest needs.
mhm.
But Mendoza is going to go into Vegas and be like, all right, you are the first overall pick. You are a Heisman. You are going to do great things right away. And then he's going to look at them and be like, okay, I got Bowers, but who else am I throwing the ball to? I got this O-line that doesn't know how to protect me. Wait a minute. Ashton Genty was the running back that got stopped the most for 0 yards or negative yards in this past season because my O-line is garbage. What got me really thinking about that kind of thing was I've been seeing this, the talk about Houston Texas trading CJ Stroud away. Just rumors and talks,
And
and a lot of, you're hearing a lot of people talking,
okay.
just saying Stroud is bad, Stroud sucks, that he's not living up to his rookie season, that he has regressed a lot.
Hasn't
And
he thrown for
he the
4,000 yards every season so far, though? Like, regular season, hasn't he
he
thrown for
has not
4,000?
dropped below 3,000. So his rookie season, he threw for over
Like 40
like
over
little over
4,500, I
4,000
believe.
yards, 25
Yeah.
touch. He had like not
Awesome.
4,500. It was just over 4,000. He had 25 touchdowns and like 6 interceptions. And then the next season, he threw for a little over 3,700 yards. He had 23 touchdowns and I think 11 or 12 interceptions.
I got this
And
handy
then this
dandy
season,
computer. Fact check us.
he
Oh,
missed,
dandy, just
so he missed 3 games. He threw for 3,041 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Which for him, being injured, that it's still not bad. He was 19th in passing yards, 21st in touchdowns. Um,
Mhm.
I went and I averaged. I got the average yards he had per game, which was 217, which was 10th in the league, by the way. He was 10th in the league in average yards per game. So I did that, missed 3 games, which went up to about 651 yards. So that means he would have had 3,692 passing yards, which would have put him at 11th in the league.
He's at, well, right now he's at
Just
10,876 for years.
just below Josh Allen, who had like 3,700 passing yards, who was up for MVP.
I'm never gonna
And
see
then
anything.
he would have had, so I also averaged the amount of TDs he had per, for, I did 19 divided by 14.
Mhm.
And he would have had about 4 more touchdowns, which would have put him at 23 touchdowns on the season and 14th on the league. And then I did the same thing for interceptions. It came up to like 1.7, so I just rounded up to 2 interceptions, and that would have put him at 10 interceptions. So that really is not bad at all. And I don't really see that regression that a lot of people are seeing. I see a guy who is on his third OC, his second head. No, he's been with
Second,
Ryan.
yeah, no, no, no. It's been the same. Yeah, it's been playoff contender.
Like, exactly.
I don't,
Now, Drake
I
May's got
don't
a better record in the
see
playoffs.
slash believe that they're gonna throw him away yet. I think the Texans still need him.
No, I don't
I think
think
that
so either.
I think they should keep him.
Oh, they do. Some people are saying that they'd be better off with Davis Mills. And I'm like, who do you think was their quarterback before CJ Stroud? Davis Mills. He was their
Hmm.
QB. And
Hmm.
where did that lead them? To the number 2 freaking pick. Granted, the
Not good.
defense wasn't as good, but still, CJ Stroud is better. And let's get him an actual O line to protect him. And the run game wasn't as good this year as well. Let's get that run game going. Like I
If
think
they work out their
there's
kinks, if they work out their kinks, they could still be hitting the playoffs every year.
I think the
I,
biggest thing is that O line. They fixed the O line. We're good to go.
I want to see him at
I
least.
told you I thought that he was that the Texans were going to at least make it to the AFC Championship. But so And just to throw out a comparison for the people who are going to think that that what I'm saying is bullshit or not true and whatnot.
We're over our
So
heads with this one. Yeah,
I grabbed 3 other of the best, what people say are some of the best QBs in the game, right?
hmm
And I
right
took
now.
their first 3 seasons. Yeah, right now. I took the guy. Yeah, it's the guy's playing right now. I took their first 3 seasons and got their numbers together. So that way, we can actually compare and contrast. So CJ Stroud had 10,876 yards, 62 touchdowns, 25 interceptions, and he has 63.8 completion percentage on his 3-year career so far. So not bad. He has a lot more touchdowns than interceptions. All right. So this
Your
first
first one.
player,
Go,
Josh Allen.
Burrow! Oh,
Nah, Josh Allen.
okay. Okay.
Hold your horses. God, you're getting
Jumping
all
the
right,
gun.
Josh
Sorry,
Allen.
jumping the gun a
In
little bit.
his first 3 seasons, he has 1,708 yards, less than CJ Stroud.
The whole 1,000.
He had 67 touchdowns, a little more than CJ Stroud. That was 5 more.
Hmm.
Still pretty close to the same, right?
Hmm.
He threw for 31 interceptions, which means he threw more interceptions than CJ Stroud. So their touchdown to, their touchdown to interception ratio is pretty close to the same.
Hmm.
Josh Allen was 60.2% for his completions, which
Slightly
is
lower.
3.6 less, which
Hmm.
that does make a big deal. It's Josh Allen's first 2 seasons, he didn't even complete 60% of his passes. He was at I think it was 52.8 and then 58 point something. So he wasn't even at 60% at that time. And then the next player, this guy, I think his quarterback ability has been overhyped for a long time. And I think now that he's getting older, it's starting to show. I think you already know who I'm about to say. Lamar
Hmm.
Jackson.
Yep.
In his first 3 seasons, he threw for 7,085 yards.
Okay, but how much did he
I
rush?
will say this I just did passing yards because the Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are the only 2 that are I guess mobile quarterbacks, and this is quarterbacks that we're talking about. So I'm looking at the quarterback stats that matter the most, which is throwing the ball, completion percentage, passing touchdowns, and interceptions.
Careful. Yeah, I can get his rushing.
Like I'm not going to take away Lamar Jackson's athletic ability whatsoever because he is a
Mhm.
hell of an athlete. He is one of the best athletes in the NFL. So I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm looking at quarterback ability, and to me, that's really lacking when it comes to at least throwing the ball yards.
Okay,
I
so if I
do like
put that in
this.
real
He did
quick,
have
he had
68 touch.
2,906
What was that?
rushing yards. 2,906 rushing yards in his first 3 seasons.
Okay. Well, let's combine that. If you add that, that's still less than CJ Stroud's passing numbers, and that's without his 300 and something rushing yards. So either way, he still didn't at least get the ball moving as well as CJ Stroud. I will say at least Lamar Jackson's passing touchdowns was really good. He was at 68 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. That I do find it really good.
Pretty
Um,
good.
at least he didn't throw it as much. I mean, not well, yeah, I guess he didn't throw it as much. And
He doesn't really
his
throw
running
risky
ability was
balls.
his biggest. It's his running ability. That's what has kept teams in check was his legs. You always have
Mhm,
to worry about him running the ball. The
mhm.
problem with this season was he ran the ball less on pass plays. Like I think all the seasons before he averaged like 8.2 rushes per pass play, I think. And then this season it dropped to 5 point something. So like he ran the ball a lot less. And for, the thing that made Lamar Jackson great, he wasn't doing for some reason. And then he was also getting pressured
I
like
think it
crazy
might
because his,
I think it might be behind the lines, something going on behind the lines. I think they told him to stop running as much, especially with the injury. Like, his confidence wasn't there.
I think yeah.
He's like
So when things weren't going
he's like,
his
"I
way, his
don't know."
confidence really fell, which you saw that if you go back and you look at the Bengals game,
Mhm,
um, when the first Bengals game, he was
mhm.
doing great in the beginning, but then when things were going more in the Bengals direction and they were having to lean on his arm more than anything else, you saw the miscues, you saw the bad throws, you saw him trying to
The
force things
frustration.
not and throwing interceptions, taking sacks and this is against the Bengals defense who had the worst defense in the league.
Yeah, which was blowing
You
my mind because
saw that
I
his
watched
confidence
that
wavered.
game and I
He
was just
he
like,
let
"Oh
the
my god, they're making them look like the fucking Seahawks," you know? Like, god damn.
the
I was like, "Just."
pressure the he can't it's like he can't take the pressure quite literally. Like when the game is on his shoulder, his right arm, when it's
Mhm.
on his right arm, his throwing arm, it gets bad. And I'm not saying that's all the time because he does good and he's electric. He just wasn't being his normal electric self this season. And doesn't help that he had horrible offensive guards that allowed pressure at all times.
Oh my god, yes.
So that's something that the Ravens really need to figure out. But yeah. But let's get away from that Lamar Jackson talk with there.
Mhm,
But the next player, you said his name earlier, Joe Burrow.
mhm.
He had in his
Uh-huh.
first 3 seasons 11,774 yards. See, this you're going to really like. He had 82 touchdowns his first 3 seasons,
Oh my
31
god.
interceptions. Yeah,
Ugh.
31 interceptions and 68% on his completions. So
It was
when you're
man.
looking at all 4 of these guys, they're all pretty close to the same. I think the only one that actually stands out would be Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
because those that touchdown. But like, yeah, he had the same amount of interceptions as Josh Allen, but his TD touchdown to interception ratio is so much better. 82 touchdowns to 31 interceptions. Yeah, the Bengals definitely threw it more often.
Well, and then they went to the Super Bowl the next year. 'Cause you're talking about the first
his
3
his
years, and then
sophomore
they went to the
season when
Super
he
Bowl this
played
yeah.
his first season he played the full season, and guess what, they make it to the Super Bowl and he had
Mhm.
a hell of a Joe Burrow had when he is playing a full season he looks better than Josh Allen and Lamar
When he
Jackson.
doesn't have
But this isn't the video, this isn't a video to glaze over this isn't a video to glaze over Joe Burrow or anything. But this is about showing that CJ Stroud is not regressing. Yeah, he didn't put up the same numbers, but it's not like he went from 4,000 yards to throwing less than 3,000 yards, or
Right, right.
freaking throwing more like having the same touchdowns to interceptions, or more interceptions than touchdowns. He is still not turning over the ball as much. I think the
Still
playoffs,
producing that over 60% completion percentage too. As long
he
as you don't
hasn't
dip
dropped
below
below
that.
60%. He is doing really good, especially when he came into Houston, and people, and me included, thought, like, I thought they're going to do better than most people. I thought that, like, Stroud's rookie season, I thought the Houston Texans were going to win about 7, 8 games, when most people are like, oh,
Mhm.
4 or 5 games. And they proved everybody wrong and went 10
But
and
Ohio
7.
State, man, they're
And then the
bred
next
different.
season,
Bred different.
they went 10 and 7. The next season, 12 and 5. Like,
Like winning
he
records every
has
season, and like 12
CJ's
and 5 is fucking good, you know? Like, it's like you like we need to
they
stop
won the
looking at things
division
as they
2
are
out of 3
now, and we
seasons
need
with
to
Stroud.
look more into prediction and, like you said, like comparison. People need to compare more. They don't need to be like, "Oh, you bombed, you bombed, whatever, and we're done with you. We're done. We don't want to see you anymore." It's like, but who
It's be
else are you gonna fucking get? Another rookie? Like who the fuck? You know, Tua. I'll bring it up again. Tua. Like who the? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Eh,
He's good.
yeah,
He's very good. I'm a Stroud fan.
I think
And I'm a bit of a
I
Glazer,
think
but
they I think people are looking at his rookie season, just expected him to take off from there and do even better than that. I don't think that helps, but he hasn't really regressed, in all honesty. He is still doing pretty close to the same, and it's not like he's had
he's
this
using his
really good
weapons.
offensive
He's
line. Isn't he has yet to have he has yet to have at least he has yet to have a top half O line. He gets
and he's still
hit a
putting out
lot, and
winning
he still
records.
throws the ball pretty good. Yes, exactly. And I think people are overlooking that kind of stuff with him. I wasn't doing this to talk smack about any, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, because I think they're all, they're really good players.
Mhm.
Do I think Lamar Jackson is a top 5 quarterback? Not anymore. I think he is
No, he's on the bubble. He's like
one of the
bottom
best
10.
athletes. He's a top 5 athlete. I'd put him in 10 still, but he's not top 5. Just because, I mean, like, when you look at this season proved that he still has things he needs to work on. He
In
just
there, yeah.
completed his 8th
But
season,
he
and
he plateaued.
he can't if he can't do Lamar Jackson things as he's getting older, his production's going to go down. I mean, he's what, 28, 29? We're going to be
Mhm,
29 this season or something like that.
mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
granted, I know
pushing
quarterbacks,
30.
they can last a little bit longer, but if he wants to still be at this elite level, that dude needs to learn how to uh, throw the ball in the pocket better. He
He
needs to
said he was gonna
learn
bring
how
Baltimore
to
ring.
do.
He said he was gonna
We'll
bring them a
see.
ring,
I
man.
don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening anytime soon, man. I think probably, yeah. If they didn't get it, within the last couple of seasons, they're probably not going to get it anytime soon.